from a returned Victorian traveller was acquired within the Northern Beaches outbreak in Sydney. Close contacts of that person are currently understood to be limited, with contact tracing underway and further investigations ongoing. The positive case is a young person from the Moonee Valley local government area who had visited several of the high-risk exposure sites in Sydney. The young person travelled home from Sydney with their parent. They have isolated when they returned to Victoria, and as a result of the awareness of the situation in Sydney, the young person has sought testing. Anyone who has returned from the Northern Beaches area, Greater Sydney or the Central Coast needs to get tested and quarantined for 14 days. All close contacts of the family have been interviewed, and the Department of Health is following up with any secondary close contacts. Rapid response testing for all of those close contacts is underway. All close contacts will be compulsorily quarantining for 14 days and will retest on day 11. Given the family was isolating at home, at this point there are no known exposure sites in Victoria. As of midnight last night, nobody, Victorian or otherwise, who has been in the New South Wales red zone from the 11th of December is eligible to come to Victoria. Unless you are a Victorian who has completed their 14 days of mandated hotel quarantining after having returned internationally through the New South Wales quarantine system. And you can provide evidence of this, and you have travelled directly from the quarantine hotel to the airport. Anybody who arrives or is found from a red zone in Victoria will be immediately taken into the hotel quarantine system for the duration of their quarantine period. As of last night, 17 people, including a family of 5, have been transferred to Victoria's hotel quarantining program from New South Wales. That is 17 people who will be spending their Christmas and their New Year not as how they planned, but in hotel quarantining circumstances. So my message to anyone trying to enter Victoria from New South Wales is don't. You won't get in, and if you do, you'll be spending your time in Christmas and New Year in hotel quarantining. Of the 4,000 people who have already returned from the amber zone and have been tested, the good news is that none of those have returned a positive test.